Today, I want to tell you about one of the best ways to learn English grammar and vocabulary. Teach it. Let's take a look. So before I get to my advice today, I want to tell you a little bit of a story. It's a story about myself when I started becoming an English teacher. Now, when I started out, I didn't know anything about English grammar. Obviously, I knew English grammar intuitively, but I didn't know what a preposition was. I probably couldn't point to like the predicate or the object of a sentence either. So I had to take a class in English grammar. And after that class, I still didn't understand anything about English grammar, really. I knew it in my head, but I didn't really understand it. And it wasn't until I started teaching classes that I started to really understand English grammar deeply, right? What happened was, I think the pressure of those classes made it so that I really felt like I had to know my stuff. And during class, people asked me all kinds of questions, and it made me think about the grammar in a new way. Questions kept coming up, and I thought, that's a great question, let me figure it out, right? So after the experience of teaching for a while, I really started to get it. I started to understand grammar really well. Now that I've been teaching for 10 years, I think I understand it really well. Now, what is it about teaching something that helps? So before I give you my advice on how to do this and talk about why it benefits you, I want you to understand you don't have to be an expert to teach something, right? You just have to know a new word or learn something about some new grammar, and then you can explain it to somebody. The best part about this is that it doesn't just benefit you, it benefits the person that you're actually teaching it to, right? So why does teaching something help the teacher so much? Well, I think it's what I said before. When you teach something, you put yourself under a little bit of pressure to get it right. You feel a responsibility to your student, and you really want to try to know your stuff, right? The second reason is that your student, probably, if they're a good student, they'll probably ask you all kinds of questions. They'll ask you to clarify things. They'll say, I don't understand this. And that'll help you to think, oh my God, I don't really understand that either. Or, that's a great question, I never thought about that, right? So in so doing, in explaining a new word or some grammar to somebody, it's going to help you really internalize it and understand it more deeply and remember it. So I want to emphasize again, you don't have to be an expert to benefit from explaining things to people. Language learners of all levels can use this tip to help them learn. You just have to explain a new word that you learned, or tell somebody about an article that you read, or explain a grammar concept, and that's going to help you a lot, right? So my advice here really is, first of all, find yourself a practice buddy. Now this could be husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, parents, kids, brother, anybody, friends. And tell them that you're going to help them out by explaining things to them in your new language, and remind them that they should ask questions if they don't understand anything. You can also tell them that you explaining things to them is going to help them learn, and it's going to benefit you as well. In fact, the first thing that you teach could be this video itself. Try explaining the premise of this video and why it's good to teach people things, for the student and for the teacher. Explain that to someone that you know, and let them ask questions about it, let them challenge you. And you'll find as you make a habit of this, your understanding of all these things is going to start to deepen a lot, right? So try it out, let me know how it goes, and have an awesome week. We'll see you soon.